Hey, what's up? This is Bearcat Shark here from Passion Toolbox. I'm going to do a quick rundown of one of my favorite plugins in Ableton. It's called Autofilter. Let's just go for it. I'm going to load a keyboard sample into my session. So I'm going to go into my Tapes folder. This is a free sample pack that just came out a few days ago from one of my favorite producers named Blank for MS. Let's check out how it sounds with no effects on it. So already it's really beautiful. We're just gonna go ahead and drop an auto filter on it and just kind of see what happens. So once you drop the plugin into your track, you're gonna see this whole thing going on in your device view in Ableton. So let's just start messing around with it. I'm gonna click the filter frequency. Bring this down. Oof. So that sounds just amazing, right? I love how that sounds. All we're doing is we're just turning the filter frequency knob down, and anything to the right of this blue line is just no longer going to be there. This box right here represents the audio spectrum to us. So to the left, these are our lows. See what this 100 right here? This is all of our low sounds. And then up here, this is all of our high sounds. So when I take this knob, everything to the right of it is no longer there, and everything to the left of it is still there. So anything above 1000 hertz, that's just going to be gone. One of the things I really like to do with this plugin is drive up the LFO. Check it out. If I turn this amount up, that sound a little crazy, right? So what's going on here is the LFO stands for low frequency oscillator. So just think of like a fan going, left to right, left to right. That's the fan oscillating left to right. Our LFO is doing that, but it's doing it to our filter frequency knob instead. So it's making the filter go up and down and up and down, and then we can set how much we want it to oscillate with the amount, and then we can set how fast we want it to oscillate with the rate right here. So what I pretty much always do is I turn the sync on, which means that the rate is now synced with my tempo. So if I move it to rate 1, that means every bar or every 4 beats, it'll go one full cycle of going left to right. So let's see how that sounds. It's kind of extreme right now. I'm going to roll the amount off a little bit, just so that we're creating a little bit of movement. And then I'm going to raise the filter amount up. So good right now. We're getting this like beautiful lo-fi sound. This sounds great on the keyboard. Let's see how it sounds on drums. Nice. I'm gonna drop this in my other audio track. Let's see how they sound together. Ooh. That sounds nice. But I want to see how it sounds like a little lo-fi'd out. So I'm gonna drop this auto filter on the track that our drum track is in, and then I'm going to turn the filter frequency down. So that is sounding real nice already. One thing that I like to do with drum tracks is I'll put just a little bit of LFO on the drums so that it slowly sounds like it's kind of opening up a little bit. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to switch this shape from a sine wave to an upward slanty wave. I forgot what it's called right now, so we're just going to go ahead and go with that. That means that it's just going to slowly open over time, and then once it's done with its cycle, it's going to go back right to its 0 spot instead of going gradually up and down. So let's see how that sounds. Got to sync it to 1 bar. I'm gonna just take it to 2 bars actually. The rate to 2 bars. Here it's slowly opening up. Oh, that sounded real good. So far we've put an auto filter on a drum track and we've put it on the keyboard track. Let's see how it sounds on a vocal track.
Oh.
Alright, that sounds great. It already sounds pretty good. It already sounds pretty lo-fi. But let's see what happens if we put an auto filter on it. Nice. It's dank. Okay, that's sounding good. Let's see how it all sounds together. Okay, so we've got 3 nice components. I'm going to spend a minute just arranging this. I'm going to try putting a clap on here real quick. I think that's going to work out nice. Clap's just a little high. I'm going to put an auto filter on this too. Okay, I'm going to drown this in reverb now. And I'm going to slowly open the claps up over time by putting a really long LFO, like an 8-bar LFO, so that over the course of 8 bars, it's going to slowly open up. It sounds like it's going to be sweet. So that barely opened up. I'm actually going to switch this to a snap. Oh, that's nice. That's kind of already what we want. Okay, it's not so bad. There we go. Okay, now that we've got a little bit of an arrangement going on, I'm going to go ahead and put a filter on the whole track, and let's see how that sounds. So I'm going to click my master track right here. I'm going to type in filter, drag it in there. Okay, drag it before the limiter. Okay, great. So I'm going to go to this little quiet section that we just arranged out over here. That. And bring it back right before the next section comes in and make it go flap. So what I'm going to do real quick is I'm actually going to automate this, meaning that I'm going to over time change it how I want it to be changed. So I'm going to click A to open up my automation window. I'm going to click this little button so that I can see a little bit more of the master track, and now this dotted red line's going to appear telling me that my automation is blank. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a point here, and then I'm going to put a point there, and then I'm going to put a point here and then drag down. So now over time, look at that. That was too dramatic. Yeah. I'm going to extend this out a little bit. In these 10 minutes, we have put an auto filter on a keyboard, we put it on a vocal sample, and we put it on some drums, and then we put it on the whole thing, and it all sounded really, really good. There's a bunch of other features that I haven't even mentioned in auto filter right now, but honestly, these are great ones to start with if you're not really familiar with how it works. Try it out. Put it on everything, see how that sounds. Again, this is Bearcat Shark from Passion Toolbox. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me over Instagram or YouTube. Just hit me up with a DM on my Instagram at Bearcat Shark. Thanks so much. Be sure to comment, like, and subscribe if this was useful to you. And if you have any questions, please hit me down in the comments. I'd be happy to talk with you, figure this out, get this all working for you. Thanks so much.